This is kind of a wrap-up conclusion of our 5.9/24 valve that we've been doing some oil leak repairs on. We pulled this front cover and did the killer dowel pin, which is roughly right in here. We had some damage to the fan and the fan clutch, so we had that off. Didn't make sense to bolt any bad parts back on there. We did end up replacing the vacuum pump and resealing it. We had a pretty significant leak. Right here is the vacuum pump. Comes in and it's driven right here off the front cover. So while we had that apart, we were able to see that there was a pretty good leak there. Got that sealed up and in good shape. Obviously did the killer dowel pin replacement. Somebody had been in here previously and had the back front cover, because you have this front cover and then you have the rear cover. The camshaft needs to come out for that. So somebody had rubbed silicone all over there. That was a previous repair, so nothing as far as what we did while we were here. Like I said, did do the KDP upgrade on it. We went through a couple of used hydraulic control units or ABS units. The previous one, if you look back in the videos, you can see that this power wire that runs this pump, the pump's on the bottom, the electronics are on the top. I believe what had happened is it had run so long that it melted that wire off and burned it up. So it took a couple of them to get in, get installed, get everything hooked up, but we no longer have an ABS unit or a red brake light at this point. Once the truck is up and driving again, we'll have to revisit that, make sure everything's good on it, so I would like to see it back after that's been taken care of. But that's all in good shape. While we're under the hood here, this does have a programmer on it, so now it has an active exhaust gas temperature. We policed it up really nice. Ran it over here through the firewall. I really can't get you a better shot than that. Came inside the truck to the programmer, but it actually hooks up under the dash. We've got it all, nicely tucked up underneath there, so the module, if you will, that feeds that is all ready and it's actually working. So we haven't run the truck very long other than just to basically move it in and out of the shop here. So I need to know whether that's going to be accurate going forward. You're gonna have to bear with me as we raise it up here. I just want to kind of walk you underneath of it. A lot of folks don't get to see it. I want to show all the oil leaks and the transmission leaks that we repaired. The old truck is definitely worth putting back together. The motor seems very strong, and it's had quite a bit of work done to the rest of the truck, so I can't wait to see it after the cosmetic stuff's put back together. Like I said, there may be some testing that I want to do afterwards, but for now, we've done everything that I can do to ensure any of the leak repairs or functionality of the ABS. So you can see there, it's kind of glistening because it's very overcast and the humidity level is very high today, but all that's taken care of. We did reseal the oil pan. Again, the glisten is just moisture or water. So we resealed all of that. Obviously, we had to change the oil because pulling the pan, we lost all of it. If you'll remember in the last videos around the transmission, we had quite a bit of red fluid. Once this is able to be driven to a car wash, I bet I spent 2 hours, and I know it doesn't necessarily look like it, with degreaser underneath this truck, cleaning it up. But once it could go to the car wash and it wasn't winter time, that's really what needs to happen to this thing. But we've resealed everything. We've got the ABS unit working. And now I think you're at the point to put the front end back together, and then we can look at it then.